Magandang araw mga kabayan. Nagbabalik po muli ang inyong lingkod upang magbigay sa inyo ng mga bago at nagbabagang mga balita. Mayor ng Baguio na si Mayor Benji Magalong nagsalita na rin dahil umano ang Administrasyong Marcos Jr. ay nakakadismaya. Kung maalala natin ang nagtrending na video sa isang pampasaherong bus kung saan may dalawang mga hindi kilalang lalaki ang bumaril sa dalawang pasahero na natutulog. Hindi na kinaya ni Mayor Magalong kaya kailangan niya na ding magsalita. Para sa buong detalye, panoorin ang buong video. At kung bago ka pa lamang sa aking channel, huwag kakalimutang mag-subscribe, pindutin ang notification bell at piliin ang all upang laging maging updated sa mga bago at nagbabagang mga balita. At sa mga solid viewers natin dyan, maraming salamat po sa patuloy niyong pagsusuporta sa ating channel. Ang isyong ito ay naging usap-usapin din sa social media. Merong isang netizen na nagsabi, "Good job, Mayor Magalong. Totoo yan, kung yung barangay kapitan lahat ng mga proyekto, meron 25% bawat project eh. Yung mga congressman, mayor, gobernador, senator, councilor, halos lahat ng mga publiko, mapwera ka na Mayor Magalong at yung iba pa matino politiko na gumagawa ng tama sa inyong nasasakupan. God bless, Mayor." Sabi din ng isang netizen, ganyan ang kalakalan sa bansa natin. Sa 10 politiko, mabuti na kung meron pang isang para sa mamayang Pilipino. Kung kaya ang Pinas, kawawang inang bayan, hindi talaga angat. Sa FPRRD lang ang karapat-dapat. Sabi din naman ng isa, salamat po ng marami, Mayor Magalong, sa malasakot sa bayan. May God protect you all at times. God bless you po and your family.
Mag-share ng videos. Ayan. Puro libre po yan mga kaibigan. Di ba? O ano pa hinintay nyo? Tuslukin nyo na. Alright, dito na po tayo kay Mayor Magalong. Ito na yung sinasabi natin. Ito na po yung sinasabi natin. Kailangan talaga magsalita na tayo. Hindi na pwedeng tumahimik. Sabi po ni Magalong mga kaibigan. Ito po, i-play na po natin guys.
Yung corrupt ay yung confidential fund. Napakaliit lang yan. Akala ng ibang tao, yun na yung confidential fund, yun na yung mother of all corruption. Di pa. Meron pa nga dyan mga parking scheme na ginagawa na ipapark yung pera, 1 billion pesos, lalagay sa isang district, tapos iiwanan yung 5% o congressman o governor, mayor, sa'yo na yung 5%, pero ibalik mo yung 35%. Ibabalik mo yung 35%, that's 350 million. That's 250 million. Kung gawain yan every year, 250 million, times 3 mo na lang, being the 3 term. That's 750 million. Kaya may mga political leaders tayo na admittedly, sadly, siguro ang pera niya dyan sa loob ng bahay, mga billions of pesos. Tatahimik na lang ba tayo? Hindi na tayo magsasalita. Ay kung tatahimik tayo, parang complicit na rin tayo. Corruption is staring us in the face but we're not doing something about it. Kailangan talaga magsalita na tayo. Hindi na tayo pwedeng tumahimik.
Grabe, di ba? Narinig niyo mga kaibigan? Grabe, no? Ang pera po nila sa bahay, guys, 1 billion pesos. 1 billion na sa bahay nila. Hindi naman nila pwedeng i-deposit sa bangko yun. Kasi pag dineposit nila sa bangko yun, ay talagang mahalata sila. Maki-question po sila mga kaibigan. Kaya ang ginagawa nila, sa bahay na lang yung pera. Di ba? Yun ang pinaka-the best dyan. Pero ang tanong mga kaibigan, kung itong sinasabi po ni Mayor Magalong guys, meron pa siyang sinasabi parking scheme, no? Yung parang itatabi mo yung 1 billion. Itatabi mo muna yung 1 billion. Tama talaga tayo no? Kumbaga hindi mo na gagamitin yung 1 billion, no? Tapos later on, kukuha ka lang ng mga 30% doon, tapos ibabalik mo yung the rest, no? Tapos may kita ka pa rin. 'Di ba? May kita ka ng mga 350 million. Kung sabi nga niya, taon-taon yan, talagang billion ang kita, guys. Ibang klase, no? Parang ano no? Parang ang nangyari, guys, syempre, wala accounting eh. Walang accounting, walang liquidation, walang resibo, certification lang. Pwede mong sabihin na, sige, ilagay mo dyan, ha, ito yung projects dyan, ilagay mo lang dyan sa certification mo. O, sa certificate mo, nakalagay doon, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. O, sige, okay na yan, release na. O, may pera ka na. Tapos, may sinasabi silang parking scheme. Ang parking scheme, mga kaibigan, itatabi mo yung pera, yung 1 billion. Siyempre, pag tinabi mo yun, medyo matagal-tagal ang accounting nun. Di ba? O, tapos kuha ka lang ng 30% dun. Apo, napakaswerte nyo naman talaga. Ibang klase kayo. Ito po, tuloy po natin mga kaibigan.
Well, here to talk about their movement is Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong. Good evening, Mayor. Thanks for joining us again on The Big Story.
Po.
Good evening, Gretchen, Regina, and Danny. Good evening sa ating mga viewers.
First off, Mayor, let's start with an update. How big is your movement now? How many members do you have?
Right now, we have about 158 mayors who have signed on for good governance and advocacy, and we're just currently scratching the surface. We have about 1,600 mayors. That represents about only 10%.
So you're going door to door. You're campaigning. You're lobbying for more people, for more mayors to sign on. Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, we're doing our own efforts. At the same time, we're doing our best to form a sectoral movements. Kasi ang pan namin is Mayors for Good Governance is just a sector. And then what we're doing is we're also convincing other sectors, business sector, the doctors, professionals, farmers, fishermen, transportation sectors to form their own good governance movement. And hopefully, once we create that critical mass, we'll be able to come up with probably an overarching movement, and we might call it just a concept, a 4GG or Filipinos for Good Governance.
Mayor,
and now that we have this critical mass, yes.
Mayor, how do you know who to approach to have join your movement? Meron bang background check? O paano kayo nagre-recruit?
Good question. Good question. In fact, we're getting also a lot of feedbacks coming from other citizens that bakit ito tinanggap mo? Bakit tinanggap nyo? Ang presumption natin dyan is, there's a lot of good things about people. Yan ang presumption namin dyan eh. People change. And we just can't simply turn them away. But now, we're working on a filtering process na rin para at least hindi kami maging deodorant lang.
All right. So, sinong ayaw? Who doesn't want to sign on? Tell us.
Marami. Hindi ko na siguro babanggit.
Why not?
Maraming hesitant.
What are the reasons?
For some reason, probably they're not comfortable, giving up their special perks and privileges, or they're not just sold out, probably with the concept of good governance, or probably a lot of them are not yet aware that there's this good governance movement.
Marami sa NCR, Mayor.
We have one as Mayor Joy Belmonte, who joined
yung mga hindi sumali.
Mayor Joy, Mayor Vico, Mayor Rufi already signed up to Mayor Abby.
So marami na palang mayors, guys, no? Marami na palang mayors na nag-sign up po para sa panawagan po ni Mayor Magalong. Napakaganda po talaga ng kanyang ng kanyang advokasya, guys, para labanan po ang corruption. Kumbaga, tuloy-tuloy po ang kanyang pananawagan, guys, at marami na pong nag-sign up. Sabi nga niya, 'di ba, nasa 150 na. So parami po mga kaibigan. So hindi lang po 'yan, guys, no? Marami pong sasama diyan kay Mayor Magalong. Kasi nga wala na, guys, talamak na talaga ang corruption eh. Hindi na po talaga hindi na makontrol, no? Kasi nga dahil sa batas, ang pinakamaganda talaga diyang paraan talagang baguhin lahat ng total reform sa Constitution. Yan ang pinakamaganda dyan. Kasi hanggat hindi po babaguhin yan, mga kaibigan, wala pong mangyayari. Tuloy-tuloy lang po sila, guys. Tuloy-tuloy lang sila sa pangungulimbat. Tuloy-tuloy lang sila sa mga kanilang mga mangliligayang araw. Dahil wala namang sumisita sa kanila. Ang Pangulo ay wala namang pakialam. Tahimik lang. ayaw magsalita, natutulog yata sa pansitan, no? Pasensya na po pero yun talaga ang tingin ko dyan natutulog lang. Kasi ang dami na sa paligid nagkagulo na yung mga tao, wala pa rin salita. Di ba? So, tama ito si Mayor Magalong. Dapat talaga magkaisa na lahat. Kasi pag dumami yan at nagkasundo, yan na siguro yung sinasabi natin. Ito na siguro yung panawagan ni Pangulong Duterte, mga kaibigan. Unti-unti nang nabubuo.
Mayor, what's the immediate thing that these mayors need to do once they sign up? Are they supposed to become transparent? Are they supposed to make reports? Issue statements to assure people about their good governance? What's the level of commitment here?
Well, they have their own advocacy drive, and at the same time, us mayors to good governance, what we did was we have our own secretariat. And last September, October 2 to 4, it was a 3-day virtual workshop. Tapos October 24, we had a face-to-face workshop. Last week, we have another meeting with the members of the conveners made up of Mayor Joy, Mayor Victo, Mayor Parsi, Mayor Romel Hatawan, Mayor City, and Mayor Ipiao Remolio of Dumaguete. So nag-meeting kami consistently and regularly para at least ma-update. And now, we're working on having partnership programs with big associations and people from the business sector, like Makati Business Club, yung Management Association of the Philippines, League of Corporate Foundations, yung ISA, Institute for Solidarity of Asia. So a lot, pharmaceutical companies, Rotary clubs, they're doing their best to get in touch with us and to come up with a collaborative partnership.
Mayor, the fight against corruption is a slogan that has been bannered time and time again through different elections by different politicians under, the different campaigns. Tell me, why should I believe that this movement will work? What is different with it?
Well, we're gaining traction. That's the big difference. And besides, probably a lot of our mayors now have that moral ascendancy to lead the campaign. Second is we're aggressive, we're persistent, and we're gaining, as I've said, we're gaining traction, and we're getting a lot of attention from big business groups and associations.
Dami na.
We're getting a lot of support from CSOs, civil society organizations. So I believe we'll be able to sustain this effort.
So marami na po guys pati mga business mga business entities or mga business owner Hindi lang po mga generals guys, hindi lang po mga mayors. Marami na pong sumusuporta kay Mayor Magalong guys. Sabi ko sa inyo unti-unti lang yan Kaya tayo mga kaibigan ready lang tayo waiting for parang go signal. Basta mag-pray lang tayo guys Andiyan naman si Lord Ipasa Diyos na lang natin. Darating din ang panahon mga kaibigan, sabi nga mga tao po di ba magigising din, sabi nga ni Ayo Darating ang panahon, nasa tamang panahon yan di ba? Hindi yan pinipilit di ba? Nasa tamang kumbaga pag hinog na yan, talagang sasabog na lang bigla yan guys. Kaya nga ito pong movement, or pwede nating sabing movement itong kay Mayor Magalong maganda tong pasimula magandang guys, yung parang siya nag-initiate kasi patungkol to sa corruption guys kasi pag ito dumami guys, magkakaroon po ng cascading effect yan. Lahat na po ng tao guys magigising at sasama po kay Mayor Magalong para labanan po itong napakasamang sistema na lumalaganap ngayon sa ating bansa na kailangan na talagang wakasan at palitan. Ito po, tuloy po natin si Mayor Magalong guys.
In terms of support, verbal support, but how about pragmatic applications?
Well, that would be a big issue now because there are also certain ethical dilemmas that we have to face based on the realities in the field. For example, look at what happened to Governor Grace Madacan na talagang good governor siya pero natalo pa rin siya. Katulad ni former Governor Amo, natalo pa rin siya, good governor sila. So there are certain dilemmas that we have to face. Like for example, paano kung ang katapat mo talagang mapera siya, which is happening basically, Sabi ko nga, corruption is pervasive. Corruption is now a norm rather than an exception. So these are the things that we need really to face. So we're coming up with some pragmatic approaches.
Paano nga po ba yun? Lalo na ito, papalapit na yung barangay SK elections. Yun nga sabi niya, pag wala kang pera, hindi ka naman daw mananalo. Napapag-usapan niyo rin po ba yan? I mean, how do you deal with that? Paano ka babangga? Babangga ka sa pader? Wala ka namang, kahit anong dala.
Yeah, that's a great question, Gretchen. Alam mo, ito yung mga challenges na hinaharap namin ngayon. As I've said, it might happen. Yung mga changes na gusto nating mangyari kagad, it might not happen during our lifetime. But one way or the other, someone had to start this spark. And we're doing it. So, lagi ko na sinasabi, Rome was never great in one day. It not become great in one day. Somebody started it. So.
Tama, mga kaibigan, tama pong sinabi niya, guys, no? Someone has to start the spark. Ibig sabihin, dapat merong isa dyan, no? Mag-initiate. May mag-initiate lang talaga dyan, guys, katulad itong ginagawa po ni Mayor Magalong, no? Nag-initiate na siya. Yan po, talagang tuloy-tuloy na yan, mga kaibigan. Katulad ng ginawa ni Tatay Digong, nag-expose siya. Maganda rin yun. Magandang pasimula din yun, guys. Dahil ito po'y talagang patungkol na po ito sa pera ng bayan, guys. Taxpayers' money. Plus ito pag kay Mayor Magalong, pag nagsanib puwersa yung dalawang yan, wala na. All hell broke loose.
That's precisely what we're doing.
More to Gretchen's question, how do you specifically measure whether corruption has gone down because of your movement?
That's precisely one of our programs that we're now working on now. Come up with our key performance indicators and at the same time define our measures. Sabi nga nila, the only way we'll be able to control it is you should have to measure it. We'll be able to measure it. So yan ang isang workshop na gagawin namin this November 22 together with the other good governance mayors.
Parang may manifesto po kayo, tapos parang nakita ko rin po, nabasa ko may 10 points. Can you run us through those points in which the mayors that have joined this movement have all pledged to perform or to fulfill?
But if you look at the good governance principles, there are about, can I just highlight these principles? One is transparency, accountability. Another is efficiency, effectiveness. Participative governance, inclusivity, rule of law, authentic leadership. So ito yung mga principles na sinusunod namin. But of course, we have to translate it into something doable, viable, and at the same time, measurable. So November 24, we really have to work on it.
You said, Mayor, that there were still a few other mayors who were not willing to sign on because they're not willing to give up the perks and privileges of power. What exactly are you having them give up here?
Alam mo, we can only briefly describe it as acronym na MAP. MAP means masarap ang pera. Alam mo, sometimes we have very idealistic political leaders when they start, assuming their positions, they have all this idealism. Pero pag natekman na nila yung mga special perks and privileges, especially the money that goes with it, meron ng porsyento nila, percentage sa mga projects, which is now up to 25%, up to 40%. Sabi nga ng isang former congressman, dati-dati 10% pa kami. Umabot na ng 25 to 40%. Hindi pa sila nagsawa niya. Sila na rin yung contractor, sila pa yung supplier. So makikita mo talaga na, sabi ko nga sa inyo, it's something pervasive, and are we not going to speak up? Tatahimik na lang tayo. And that's the reason why we formed this Mayors for Good Governance, para merong magsalita. Kailangan harapin na natin, head on, talagang kailangan i-resolve natin isolve natin itong problema na ito. Napakalagi sa clear and present danger. In fact, we consider it as a threat to national security.
So that's the bottom line. That's the money is what they don't want to give up, is what you're saying.
Yes. Sabi, there's a saying, proverbial saying that man's desire is insatiable. Pagdating na nito yung naabot na ninyo to certain level na to, gusto pa niya, saan pa sa tuli. Walang katapusan.
Walang katapusan.
Mayor, what are you specifically, what's your movement specifically doing in terms of vote buying for these upcoming elections?
Well, it's a big challenge. We cannot admittedly, we cannot, address this at the moment. Kaya bago pa lang kami. So we're coming up with our own action plan, strategy. So we need to work closely also with certain agencies. Like for example, come November, meron kami meeting with yung ARTA, with Secretary Des Perez, where we need also to work closely with the Philippine National Police, with the COMELEC. Ang dami rin namin mga kailangan na collaborative partnership na gagawin namin with the
Meron din po ba
national
kayong
agencies.
meron din po ba kayong transparency campaign? Kasi ito nga recently si former Yusek Shelo Magno nilabas sa kanyang Twitter account yung confidential funds that was under the account of then Mayor Sara Duterte. Medyo malaki-laki yung pondo na yun. Your take on the use of these confidential funds, are these funds necessary for LGUs?
Okay, very good. Great question. Gretchen. I hope I'll be able to give you a great answer as well. And, alam mo, I do not, sa akin, from a very personal opinion, I don't have anything against confidential fund as long as it's being used in accordance with the prescribed rules.
Yes.
For example, dapat sa akin, I have a confidential fund of about 2 million pesos. So I give it to the Philippine National Police purely for peace and order. Patapos the Peace and Order Council crafted a resolution and specifically prescribed the way the 2 million will be used or utilized by the Philippine National Police. So kailangan sinusunod. And I don't dictate on it. Sila lang gumagamit yan. They all you have to do is liquidate it. Alam mo, may liquidation din yan. You have to cover it with certain proposals and receipts. Gano'n din ang nangyayari.
May receipts.
Hindi yung kung ano na lang gusto ng mayor, saka gagamitin. Kung baga, nasa discretion niyang paggamit yan. That should not be the way how we utilize our confidential fund.
Pero yun nga lang po, medyo malaki-laki yung pondo kung ikukumpara po side by side with social services. Kung masasabi niyo po doon.
Tama ka, Gretchen. Yung iba naman talaga na-abuso talaga. Kumbaga, they look at confidential fund as some sort of a discretionary fund na personal na, kumbaga parang personal discretion nila kung saan nila dadalhin. I think that's the wrong way of utilizing our confidential fund.
So 2.967 billion pesos is actually the confidential funds for Davao City from 2016 up until this year. I guess we're trying to just get a better sense because obviously we've heard the debates in Congress. I guess from you, we're trying to get a better sense of, okay, you're a mayor, you know how this works. Justified ba yon amount na yon?
I really do not, I cannot really immediately comment on that. Sa ngayon, hindi ko kasi alam kung ano ba yung programa, ano ba yung proposal, ano ba yung mga prescribed na provisions on how they will utilize the fund. Baka meron silang certain situation doon na I do not know, we do not know. Every locality at the LGU have different types of situation, distinct situation. So hindi ko alam kung ano situation nila doon, kaya probably they have a situation that would justify the amount. I really do not know.
Yes.
For the meantime, I would rather refrain from coming up with my
But at the moment, Mayor, you're confident with the Commission on Audit doing their job regarding the liquidation of these funds?
Will I say strongly agree or agree? Or neutrally agree? Probably I'll just say agree, but not strongly agree.
Mayor, as civilians, as citizens, how can we help in making you, our officials, accountable and making the checks and balances alive?
Well, you just have to speak up. People should start speaking up. People should start, they just can't simply remain silent about it. And that's the reason why we came up with this movement. It's a movement, it's not an organization. So that it will serve as a platform, as a forum wherein people can talk, can speak up, and come up with their complaints and raise hell about corruption in this country. Alam niyo, kung titingnan niyo lang yung confidential fund, napakaliit lang yan. Akala ng ibang tao, yun na yung confidential fund, yun na yung mother of all corruption. Di pa. Meron pa nga dyan mga parking scheme na ginagawa na ipapark yung pera, 1 billion pesos, lalagay sa isang district, tapos iiwanan yung 5% o congressman o governor, mayor, sa'yo na yung 5%, pero ibalik mo yung 35%. If you're talking about 1 billion, you mean to say 50 million mapupunta sa bulsa ng politiko. Ibabalik mo yung 35%, that's 350 million pesos. I remember a particular mayor who requested for 200 million, binigyan siya ng 1 billion, tuwan-tuwa siya, 1 billion for flood control project. Only to find out that after a few days, binalikan siya, siya na pala mayor, may balik yan ng 25%. That's 250 million. Kung gawain yan every year, 250 million, times 3 mo na lang, giving the 3 term. That's 750 million. Kaya may mga political leaders tayo na admittedly and sadly, siguro ang pera niya dyan sa loob ng bahay, mga billions of pesos. Tatahimik na lang ba tayo? Hindi na tayo magsasalita. Kung tatahimik tayo, parang complicit na rin tayo. Corruption staring us in the face, but we're not doing something about it. Ano na lang ipapamana? What kind of legacy that we're going to pass on to the next generation? And at the same time, we're talking about the survival of this nation. Look at what's happening now. Tingnan mo din sa Southeast Asia. Tatatlo na lang na countries ang nasa baba natin. Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia. 2019, nalampasan na tayo ng Vietnam. Layo-layo natin dati sa Vietnam. Wala na tayo. Kaya kailangan talaga magsalita na tayo. Hindi na tayo pwedeng tumahimik.
Okay, and to that end, I hope you will continue talking to us.
Ayan.
Sa napanood niyong video, mga kabayan, ano naman po ang inyong mga opinion? Ang ating comment section ay bukas para sa inyong mga komento at reaksyon. Huwag kakalimutan, do not let your thoughts left unspoken. As citizen of this country, your opinions matter. Huwag pong mahihiyang magbigay ng inyong mga saloobin, mga kabayan. At syempre, huwag nyo din pong kakalimutan i-share ang video ito upang inyong mga kaibigan at kapamilya ay maging aware din sa kung anong nangyayari sa ating bansa. Huwag din kakalimutang mag-iwan ng like. Hanggang sa muli!